Every 1st of November, millions of Poles are gathering on Poland's 15,000 cemeteries to honor their departed loved ones. This is the All Saints Day. We start our short journey the day before with the preparations at their peak. Thousands are already coming to the central cemetery, the biggest one in Poland. Some precautionary measures like this jaywalking preventing tape are already implemented. The entrance of any car, other than those with permits or emergency vehicles, is strictly prohibited. Although the cemetery is well guarded and the police keeps a watchful eye on everything, some prefer to take matters in their own hands, adding their own security measures like fake CCTV cameras and written warnings. Thief, don't steal. You are under a camera. You can go to prison for up to 5 years, it says. Warning, this spot is under video surveillance. There's a lot of turmoil already at the huge necropolis, as everyone is rushing to buy flowers and do all of the cleaning before the big day tomorrow. The preparations include cleaning the tombstones, candle holders, and raking. A lot of raking. With weather permitting, cleaning the grave can be a fun, bonding activity for the whole family, despite the gloomy circumstances. Even the youngsters are eager to help. All of the graves must be spotless. Other than the Valentine's Day, this is the best time of the year for the flower sellers. Chrysanthemum is the obvious #1 choice, with dozens of variants available. Apart from flowers, candles are the most sold item here, with the LED ones carving a bigger piece of the market each year. For the hungry, there's a selection of different snacks, like Haribo gummies, hot dogs, or whipped cream-filled wafer tubes. The numerous strategically placed musicians add to the overall ambiance, playing a repertoire of well-known funeral songs, with Barka, meaning the barge, being the most played one, as it was the favorite song of John Paul II, the famous Polish Pope, posthumously elevated to the status of a saint. Sometimes, though, we can hear something more lively, like All Saints Go to Heaven, for example. Going to heaven can be supported by a priest who, in exchange for a small fee, writes the names of the deceased on a piece of paper and then reads them out loud in a prayer, thus making sure that they are written in God's Book of Life. This activity is called wypominki in Polish. We leave the cemetery for today, only to return there twice tomorrow, in the early morning and again at night. It is 7 AM the next day. Nothing spectacular is happening yet, except for a few early birds, already on their way to pay their respects and to show that they still remember and still care. All of the security forces are already in place and seem a bit bored. They'll have a busy day today though, with the cemetery being opened up to 2 AM at night. While the shopkeepers are unloading their merchandise, the cemetery workers are adding the final touches, like emptying the trash cans and blowing the leaves out of the walkway and straight onto the graves, which were raked so vigorously just yesterday. An hour passes and the people start flowing in a steady stream. The musicians are in full force now, occupying every place of significance on the first come, first served basis. There will be holy masses served in every church in the country today, with 3 of them offered in the main chapel of the cemetery. Apart from cultivating the old tradition, a visit at the cemetery gives a chance to meet neighbors, acquaintances, or distant relatives who are also visiting the final resting places of their loved ones. It is a proper time and place to think about one's life, the inevitable death, and the importance of family and friendship. After spending 5 hours here, it is time to take a break and return later, when the darkness falls. As the evening arrives, most of the people are already back home and most of the shopkeepers are done with their selling for today. Hundreds are still here though, with many choosing the evening or even a late night as the best time to visit. With hundreds of thousands of candles lit at the same time, the central cemetery turns into a land of mystery and magic. Specially designated spots are much more densely lit and are often decorated by thousands of candles in one place. This is the Brotherhood Monument, signifying the victory of the Polish and Soviet army over the Nazis. Here is the Katyń Cross, commemorating the slaughter of almost 22,000 Polish citizens by the Soviets. All those lights are the flickering proof that the living met the dead today. 25 of the visiting joined the visited forever this year, as the police stated in the summary of the Operation Candle. 10 deaths less compared to the last year, but nevertheless a grim testament to the volatility of the border between the land of the living and the city of the dead.